What up, YouTubers? How are y'all doing? It's your boy NerdyRed23 back with another video. I'm here to talk about Prince releasing his 16th album. It's an untitled, so he decides to call it the Black Album. Here it is, y'all. Supposed to be released of the year 87, but I do have a story to tell about this. So, anyways, it was supposed to be scheduled for release of the month of November of the year 1987, but it was canceled at Prince's request after promotional copies had been issued. The follow-up to Sign of the Times, the album was to appear in an entirely black sleeve with no title or even as credit to Prince, hence it being referred to as the Black Album, dubbed the Funk Bible by preceding press releases. And in a hidden message within the album itself, the work seemed to be a reaction to criticism that Prince has become too pop-oriented, and the album was to attempt to regain his black audience. So that was a big controversy at the time, but let's continue. So, of course, the 1987 promotional release had no printed title, the artist name, production credits, etc., or photography printed, a simple just black sleeve accompanying the disc. On promotional copies, only a song listening in catalog number 25677 were printed on the disc itself. The commercial version was only to have the catalog number printed in pink on the spine. The original compact disc pressing was made by Sony DADC rather than WEA Manufacturing. After Prince became convinced that the album was evil, he ordered it to be withdrawn a week before its release date. It was replaced with the album Love Sexy, a brighter pop-oriented album with elements of religious affirmation. So the album was officially released with a remastered audio and a few song revisions on November 22nd of today, 1994, released through Warner Brothers Records. So happy 30th to this classic right here. This is really an amazing album. Shoot. I know they said the bootleg wasn't that great. Actually, I seen a bootleg copy of this album at the record store in Tustin, California called Rasta Cowboy Records. And he told me that another story that a woman from Canada, she actually bought one and she actually sold it for like some billion something. That's how much money she got. But I was like, whoa. And she never played it. Never played it. And other than that, Prince invoked Camille, the alter ego behind his unreleased of 1986 album Camille, as the guiding force responsible for the Black Album. The opening track also mentioned the title of the album as being the Funk Bible, which was a consideration during work on this project. The title refers to both the album's all-black cover design and to Prince's attempt to gain back his credibility among the black pop audience, which I did mention. So the album features one of the most typical Prince songs, Bob George, in which he assumes the identity of a profane man who suspects his girlfriend to have had an affair with a man named Bob. He asks what the man does for a living and learns that Bob manages Prince, whom he dismisses as that skinny mother blah 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 with the high voice. The gun wielding alter ego then fires a multitude of gunshots and ends up being raided by the police. During live performances of the song during the Love Sexy tour, he ends up being shot. The name for the track was a combination of Bob Cabell, former manager, and Nelson George, and a critic who was felt to have become very critical of Prince. Bob George features a growling monologue that is pitched down using a publication to the point of being almost unrecognizable as Prince. The voice at the end of the song that says bizarre is actually a stock sound from the Fairlight CMI Licks library with its pitch raised. The album features songs such as the hip-hop parody Dead On It, which playfully makes the accusation that all rappers are tone deaf and unable to sing, and the playful Cindy C, which refers to supermodel Cindy Crawford. The rhyme at the end of the song was originally written by Steve Silk Hurley and was included on a song titled Music is the Key, which was previously released by Chicago house music group J.M. Silk, of which Hurley was the founder. Hurley would rather go on to remix two of the songs from the Get Off maxi single, the House Style, and flute instrumental versions. The album contains several instances of the portrayal of characters using either a sped up or a slowed down vocal track by Prince, as on If I Was Your Girlfriend, You Got the Look, Strange Relationship, and Housequake, all that, etc. But I still consider this album was really dope, man. Even with the withdrawal, days before the intended November of '87 release, Prince contacted Warner Brothers chairman Mo Alston, and requested the album's withdrawal. He attributed his decision to a more spiritual epiphany that convinced him the record represented the anger and listen to this that the singer had to leave behind. He later blamed the album on an entity named Spooky Electric, described as a demonic low voice alter ego included by Camille. The withdrawal decision is rumored to have been influenced by Prince's having a bad experience on MDMA. The record company had destroyed about 500,000 copies of the album, which was already on loading docks, ready for shipment to the stores. However, a small number of those copies escaped destruction, which made the album available on the bootleg market. Yep, that's the truth. Following its cancellation, Prince would later reference the withdrawal in the music video for the lead single from Lovesexy, Alphabet Street, where a message quickly scrolls down the screen that reads, "Don't buy the Black Album, I'm sorry." So, when it was released on the 22nd of November, again, containing only a track listening and the new catalog number 45793 printed onto the disc itself, and a copyright date of 94, with the exception of When Two Are in Love, which was released in 1988 on Lovesexy, although it was released in a strictly limited edition and was pulled on January 27th of 95. The album was released exclusively to Tidal in 2016. And during the week of the album's official release, Warner Brothers ran an ad at the back of the November 26th of 1994 issue of Billboard that offered owners of counterfeit copies a free copy of the legal release, provided they mail their bootleg copy to the label in exchange. This offer was only given to the first 1,000 individuals who sent in their copies. This will be a classic forever, though. It's got some cool songs on here. You got Lee Grind, Cindy C, which is Cindy Crawford, Dead on It, When Two Are in Love. That's a dope one. I like that one. Bob George, Superfunkycalifragisexy, 2 United for West Compton, Rockhard, and A Funky Place. And then the remix and remaster, you got Lee Grind, Funky House remix, which I mentioned. And you also got Cindy C, which is also another Funky House remix, and Bob George Funky House remix. And then we also have Rebirth of the Flesh, Take This Beat, Scarlet P, Movie Star, and The Sex of It. The album really has some cool classics. Check that out. Love the look of it. Love the black cover of it. Titleized as Prince, The Black Album. And the vinyl itself is a reissue I have right here. It's purple. Ooh, look at that. Shoo. Love the purple and an all black album cover. Someday I might get the bootleg copy. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's pretty rare, though. I mean, I found it at the record store in the city of Tustin. Hope someday I'll get it. It's been sitting there for a long time, and nobody's never even touched it. People ask, but then they change their mind. They don't want it. But I'll probably keep it, because shoot, it's a collector by Prince. Prince is a legend, man. He's still a legend forever. And the Black Album right here, I have the reissue right here. I actually, I got it from White Rabbit Records. It was originally for $60, but they cut $5 off and they sold it to me for $55. Happy to have it. And to let y'all know, it's a Japanese pressing Purple Wax. Super dope though. It is a collector's edition, remix and remastered expanded album. But I love this album though. As a Prince fan, gotta have this record. I'm happy to have it. I'm very, very satisfied. What is your favorite song off the Black Album by Prince? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy NerdyRed23. Be gladly to return back. God bless and stay safe, y'all. And if you find this album, y'all, bump it on your turntables. Because that's what I'm going to do. Peace, y'all.